While Israel dwelt in Chittim, the people began to play the harlot with the daughters of Moab. These invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed down to their gods. So Israel yoked himself to Baal of Peor. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, "Take all the chief of the people, and hang them in the sun before the Lord, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel." And Moses said to judges of Israel, "Every one of you slay his men who have yoked themselves to Baal of Peor." And behold, one of the people of Israel came and brought a Midianite woman to his family in the sight of Moses and in the sight of the whole congregation of the people of Israel, while they were weeping at the door of the tent of meeting. When Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose and left the congregation, and took a spear in his hand, and went after the man of Israel into the inner room, and pierced both of them, the man of Israel and the woman, through her body. Thus the plague was stayed from the people of Israel. Nevertheless, those that died by the plague were 24,000. And the Lord said to Moses, "Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, has turned back my wrath from the people of Israel, in that he was jealous with my jealousy among them, so that I did not consume the people of Israel in my jealousy. Therefore say, Behold, I give to him my covenant of peace, and it shall be to him and to his descendant after him the covenant of perpetual priesthood, because he was jealous for his God and made atonement for the people of Israel." The blessing for after the Torah. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who gave us your true instruction and planted everlasting life in our midst. You are the blessed one who gave us the Torah. You may be seated. Phinehas was the first person I know who stood up for God, and by having the same wrath as God, he slew a man and a woman for sinning against God. When he did this, he stopped the plague and saved the people of Israel. Because Phinehas took the next step in embracing God into his life, he felt the same wrath that God felt. For the love of God, he took action when no one else did. The man and the woman walked in front of Moses and the people, and no one got up to do anything about it. For Phinehas' devotion, God gave him the covenant of peace. Another man, the Son of God, also stood up for God, but not the killing one. He stood up for God by becoming a sacrifice to save the people. It is because of him that the laws are written on our hearts. It is because of him that we, the people, now have a covenant of peace with God. More and more people are acting ungodly. Each of us need to decide how we are going to stand up for God. Some of us will be example by living holy lives. Some of us will serve in some capacity, even to die. But we all, in our unity, in our love for one another, will stand up for each other, to help each other, and to rebuke one another, so we do not sin before God. Thank you.